Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Hottie by Nature and I'm going to do a deeper dive on episode 1, Joseline's Cabaret. After watching my video, I realized that there's so many details that you guys need to know about and that I need to speak about. So this is the deep dive. I think that I may do deep dives after each episode because when I watch the episode, I'm just so into it that I'm not really thinking, and then I watch it again and then I'm like, oh man, so many details and so many things, and so many things that I see. I'm no longer distracted by just the newness and the visuals of it and everything. So I hope this helps to understand, and I hope that you find this entertaining. On the first scene, we see Joseline coming in with her pasty, and she's in what looks like a strip club locker room. She's speaking basically to two individuals that seem to be taking part of the cabaret. I think her name is, I want to say Fasten. Chastity and Daisy. She's speaking to Chastity and Daisy, basically letting them know that they've been out of order. They're talking to her like they ain't got no sense. Daisy and Chastity don't understand that Joseline offered them an opportunity. They're having a really hard time understanding that this is not an opportunity that's supposed to be handed to them. They have to respect her, and I completely agree with that. So Chastity is specifically kind of going off on Joseline. She's kind of like, you acting funny, like, why are you acting brand new? Like, you should know who we are. This is how we act, And Joseline's like, we're mixed company. Y'all supposed to represent me in the best way possible, because they seem to be friends. Joseline is kind of going off on them, letting them know that you guys are acting up. You guys aren't really representing the cabaret the way that I want you to represent it. And on top of that, you're not being nice to the other girls. Chastity and Daisy's whole point is basically to say that we're top notch. These other girls that you have going on around here are not. And all we're trying to do is let them level up. There's this paper tag. Like, apparently Chastity still has a paper tag on her car that she bought a minute ago, apparently. Or Joseline throws that shot at Chastity, and then Chastity throws the shot to Joseline. Well, weren't you just evicted from your house? The next scene you see Joseline looking around, and she grabs Chastity's hair or head and proceeds to, who knows, because that's the first scene, that's what we see. So it seems to be like a fast forward, or we see Chastity girl is being very disrespectful. And if I'm your friend and I'm hiring you, show me that you know how to be an employee. Show me that you know how to ride. I don't need you talking back to me in front of other girls. I don't need you trying to disrespect me. I don't need you doing none of that stuff. Oh, Jasmine. Whoa. So Joseline's intro to the show is actually her song. It's called Sex Drive. It's actually out now. Check it out. It's a pretty good song. Like, I can understand what she's saying. The beat is dope and she sounds good in it. Like, it's a little bit auto-tuned. Yeah, but it goes with the song. So, like a seesaw. Oh yeah. Is where we see why I keep calling her weird names. Joseline and her boyfriend Ballistic, they're on a boat, driving the boat. They're basically talking about the cabaret, what they have going on. They start kind of reminiscing, or Joseline starts reminiscing back on her love and hip hop days and the things that she doesn't have to worry about anymore. She's stating that she left love and hip hop really because of the toxicity around her, and she just feels so much better now. Her man is there just listening, and he's being super sweet. They seem to have a really good connection. They seem to be friends, which is really awesome. So she's basically saying how, after she left love and hip hop, right when she left love and hip hop and she went back to Miami where she's from, she met Ballistic, and how grateful she really is to him and how he's been, and he supports her and keeps up with her. Yeah, she's just acting like she's, grateful and thankful. Joseline is also stating and recognizing that it's truly because of Ballistic that Stevie J no longer feels like he can control her. She said basically, he stopped controlling me and started controlling Faith, and I don't have to worry about that anymore. And because there's a man standing right there, and that is down for me, and that will not let that happen. Take note. Okay? It really shows and proves what kind of person Stevie J seems to be. or seemed to be at the time. That's a coward move to me. So you're going to treat me badly, or you're going to try to push up on me, or do things to me that will hurt me. But now that I have a man, you falling back, right? You falling back. I see you. I see you. Jocelyn also mentioned the fact that she wants to build this cabaret to showcase, her and her friends' talents. She's stating that her main goal is to make this cabaret, but also to help these girls come out the street because they have really hard lives. And she's telling Ballistic that, look, these girls are in the street. These girls have pimps. These girls, do all kinds of things for money. And I want to be an aid for them. I want to show them another way. Joseline stating basically that these girls need a lot of guidance and she wants to be that guidance for them. She's done it, and she went from that to this now and wants to be there to support them while building this cabaret. She really wants to change lives. Ballistic stands that, and he sees her heart in it, and he sees that she's always ready and willing to help people, but he wants her to really also make sure that this doesn't take her out emotionally, that she can handle the girls that she'll be working with, that she stays focused on her dreams and her goals and her own aspirations and doesn't start to meld in the drama of it all. And that's basically what he's trying to advise for his girl. Stay away from the drama, mom. Stay away from the drama. Joseline calls her friend Daisy. So apparently a friend that she's known for a while, and she's about to meet up with her to talk about the cabaret. First thing I noticed about Daisy is that homie, like, you're walking to your door, opening your door, and you're limping, child. What's up with that? Why are you limping, child? Why? Next scene, we learn about Daisy. Daisy is a friend of Joseline, and they're actually in the same, oh, okay, baby, we'll have fun and enjoy the moment. My baby just texted me. Anyway, what we know about Daisy right now, she's stating that she's in a relationship. She has a baby, has 4 other women. They're using very cryptic type of language. That's what I noticed. But we already know, and we still know what you're talking about. Daisy's saying that basically her man is handling what he needs, what she needs him to handle. He has 4 other girls, and everybody puts in their money in the pile, and you get cars, you get apartments, everything is taken care of for you. Everything is taken care of for you as long as you give him all your money and you do all the work. Like, what money does he bring in? I would like to know. I don't know how this stuff works. Joseline is also like, okay, girl, you give your man Flower, his name is Flower. You give a nigga Flower all your money after you go and sweat and work your ass out on that pole. You give this man all your money, and he has 4 other women. Okay, in a regular relationship, would I do this? Let's ask. I would only do this really if it was my husband. Like, you're my husband. We've already taken the steps to trust each other, to get to know each other, all the way to getting married. We have that bond and that trust. Like, for me, love it's a big deal. It's not how the world is trying to perceive it, and it's not how the media is trying to perceive it. When you are in a partnership with someone and you are in love and you are married, you should be able to trust your partner with your life. Do not get married if you do not trust where that dude or this female was at last week. Do not get married just because you have a child with this person. Be best friends. Do not get married because you're trying to trap somebody. Do not get married thinking that everything's gonna get okay all of a sudden because all of a knowing what you have to go through, why would you go ahead and give all of your money, your hard, and when you say hard earned money, strippers earn their money. They earn that shit. You know what I mean? And you're gonna go and you give it to this man that has four other women. Me, I'm selfish. Like, I want my man as mine. I understand back in the old days, our ancestors, you know, they liked multiple women and polygamy and all that. I understand all that. But me, I'm just a selfish bitch. I could never. I could never. I think I'd beat a bitch up every day. I really do. So anyway, getting back on topic. So she's talking to Daisy in her apartment, in Daisy's apartment, pretty much letting her know about the idea of the cabaret and what she wants to do. She understands that Daisy wants to get out the game and that there's plenty of girls that want to get out the game. She states to Daisy that, okay, we're going to go back to our old stomping ground and gather some of these chicks. Daisy kind of is like, who you thinking? Jay and Lucky. Oh, Daisy's like, I don't know about these bitches. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I don't fuck with them. I don't fuck with them hard like that. Joseline is thinking about the damn cabaret. She's not thinking about none of that, none of any of that stuff. She wants this to work. She wants this to work. All you guys is a girl that is actually friends with Daisy, Chastity. Joseline mentions to Daisy. Daisy kind of acts funny when Joseline mentions her homegirl's name, Chastity. Makes me think, well, why are you acting funny? That's your friend. Why are you making faces? Why you seem unsure? That's supposed to be your friend. So right there made me, I don't know, it made me feel funny about Daisy right there. Like, I was like, wait, that's supposed to be your friend, but you're making faces when her name is being mentioned. Why? Why? Can't trust these hoes. Not out here. Daisy, I should mention, doesn't dance anymore. I guess she had her baby a year ago. I think her baby is a year old, and she's not really dancing lately. But if Flower calls, and Joseline stating to Daisy, I do want to see you dance. I want to see what you got still. I haven't seen you in a minute, and I want to see it. We see Joseline show up at the club. She actually comes to meet with her old boss, who is the owner of this club, G5. You know, shooting the shit, talking about like her old days back in the club and how she used to come out dancing like this. I wish you could see my arms, but she would dance like this and money would just be flowing. This guy is the guy that coined her Puerto Rican princess name. He named her the Puerto Rican princess, and she says it just stuck. He's basically letting her know, like, look, these girls aren't like what y'all used to be like. These girls are the new age type of girls. Like, they demand, they talk back, basically. These are back talking bitches. Okay? You're not gonna have as easy of a time as you think. So watch out. Then they start talking about how girls these days are getting out of shape and they don't want to work out, they're getting lazy, and they're getting big intentionally to get the body surgery. Ladies, we must absolutely not get this surgery. Not that surgery, that like waist cinching, ass building surgery, not that surgery. You wanna know why we should not get this surgery? Come closer. We shouldn't get this surgery because transgenders, it's hard for me to say, transgenders, individuals, transgendered individuals are getting the surgery. Men need to differentiate the difference between real women. Well, is it weird to say real women? Should I say real women? I mean, it's true. Naturally born women and I mean, we can't deny that men are getting got out here in these streets, and they're reacting so freaking, not all of them, but some of them are reacting very negatively. It still does not excuse violence. At the end of the day, I'm gonna cuss you up and down, I promise you, but it doesn't mean that I need to take your life away. And it doesn't mean that I need to take your rights away. Anyway, Jocelyn starts talking about how she got the name Chanelica. Chanelica? Chanelica? She got that name because she bought a fake ID from a pimp. I don't even know how old she was. It's crazy as hell. He's telling her that you need to be mature enough to handle the fact that they're going to try to cuss you out. They're going to try you, you know. And she's recognizing that you're not going to come up here and tell us what to do, you know. My voice. Then Jocelyn proceeds to ask her old boss to have her cabaret there at his strip club. Basically, I agree to have it at my strip club. Just don't bring no bullshit around my strip club. Make sure that everything stays running right. The next scene is where we meet Jay and Lucky. They're dancing at the bar nonchalantly, not even wearing really stripper outfits, just kind of like you know how, like, you know, when there's cameras around and you're like, they're dancing like that. Jocelyn calls them over and she's basically saying, you know, let me buy you some drinks, let me buy you some drinks. Yo, Lucky is pressed. She is so pressed. She's, oh my God, she got money. She gonna buy me a drink. She gonna buy me a drink. She gonna buy us a drink. She got money. Like, I was like, whoa. And she looks so young. I'm just like, Jocelyn mentions to them that y'all gonna be working with Daisy and Chastity. Sorry, forget. Like, her name's different. You see it. It's always that slick shit. It's the slick. So basically, Jocelyn is introducing to them, you know, the idea and telling them that you're gonna be working with Daisy and Chastity, and automatically they get turned the fuck off. They're like, oh no, we're not gonna be playing these games. We don't like their energy. She turns to Lucky. She goes, what she call me? 304. She calls her 304, which signifies a hoe, basically, in her own words. So little Miss J is a prostitute. My mind was blown because she admits it so carefully. She's like so carelessly. She's just like, yeah, I'm a prostitute. And kind of like she's proud about it. And I just want to kind of examine that. It's the slick. We don't do the slick. It's the slick. We don't do the slick. Hey, it's the slick. We don't do the slick. Hey, it's the slick. Room. Jocelyn ends up in the locker room. She's looking beautiful, looking glittery and whatnot. And she meets all the other girls together. Finally, we see all the girls that are participating Austin's Cabaret, as well as extras. All up there we see, for the first time, Sapphire. All tatted up everywhere, looking sexy and fine. Big old booty, surgery, but still beautiful anyhow. And she looks like Tokyo Tony's little sister. Yes, she does. Yes, she does. Are you stretched out, bitch? Have you got to stretch? Can't even see your motherfucking hands, ho. You tired, aren't you? You tired. Wrap this shit up, ho. Then we see Daisy. Then we see Chastity, yes. We see Jay and we see Lucky. And they're all gathering and she's talking to them about the cabaret, letting them know, listen, this is why I gathered you here. We need to figure something out. Chastity, she just kind of like doubtful. Kind of like, okay, what is this about? Like, okay, so what's a cabaret? Like in Miami, we don't have cabarets. We have strip clubs. Okay, got it. Immediately, her attitude is kind of like that negative Nancy. Is it negative Nancy? Negative Chastity. Chastity's sitting here asking, oh, well, how much we getting paid? Like, we make a lot of bands over here every night. So, are we talking the same kind of money or what we talking? And Jocelyn goes, I thought you weren't even here. You haven't been dancing for how long? Well, I know your boyfriend. I know he's a scammer. Chastity goes, no. No, boo-boo. He is not a scammer. He's a businessman. Yo, in that moment, I was like, are you singing, bitch? There is nothing to sing about here. Nothing. He's a businessman. He's a businessman. He's a business. And she smiled too. I was like, girl, bye. Bye. Jocelyn proceeds to say, listen, I'm here to help you guys change your lives. You know, do something different. So do not have to do this for the rest of your lives. You know, do something that you can be proud of. Sapphire is basically saying, you know, I've been trying to get out of this for a while. Some of us are OGs. We don't, it's an endless cycle. We don't want to be doing this for the rest of our lives. Jay goes, well, I like doing this. I like pleasing my clients. We like the rush. Some of us like the rush. It's great. Chastity proceeds to say, well, what's the difference? Like, what's the difference between a strip club and a cabaret club? What's the difference? Daisy, well, and it's not always about doing it that way. It's about diversifying. Anywho, Jocelyn brings it back and answers the question. It's about pleasing men a different type of way. You don't have to please men the same type of way you've been pleasing them before. Hint, hint. You ain't got a hoe, you gotta shake your ass to be alluring and sexy and get that money. That's basically what she's saying. I was just saying what she was saying. Like, I was just translating, okay? Don't get mad at me. Jocelyn goes, listen, I don't give a fuck if they can get with the concept. Get with the concept or not. Mom, you know what? They can't get with the concept because my mind is just so big. It's so big. So then Sapphire starts addressing her issues with working at a strip club. The fact that guys are groping her and touching her. Daisy goes, well, it's a strip club. That's what they're gonna do. Like, what you think? Where you think you at? Then Sapphire goes, yeah, smacking your ass is one thing, but you trying to put your finger where it shouldn't be, you trying to grab my titties, that should not be happening. I feel like they do that mostly to the dark-skinned girls. Daisy goes, I don't experience that. I haven't seen that. What I have seen is white girls and Spanish girls doing the most for $40, $50. Interesting take on colorism, just in another setting. I didn't like the fact that Daisy was taking Sapphire's very real concerns. It was like as if she wasn't considering them. It was as if she was not understanding that Sapphire felt like she was threatened. She felt violated, basically. And Daisy was just kind of like nonchalantly stating, well, you know, it's a strip club and I don't have that experience. And I felt some type of way about that. First of all, you introduced yourself as and at the end of the day, I didn't like the fact that Daisy was trying to overshadow Sapphire's concern with her demeanor, her thought process, and her look. I didn't understand that at all. It felt very weird because Sapphire was saying like a real thing. Like if you have a friend, and I'm not saying they're friends, but they're coworkers. If one of my coworkers told me that, listen, like guys be groping me, I wouldn't say, well, you work at a strip club, because I would understand the rules. And I would understand that she's concerned about that. She doesn't understand that that might happen. I might have to tell my friend, listen, in this strip club, that's how it goes. So you're gonna either have to fight him off, which Sapphire did mention that she's getting shot at, bang bang, real bullets flying at her because she had to let a man know to not touch her or violate her. That's a real concern. Like, we as women, I feel like we need to like really get our heads out of the sand even more, than we have, especially when it comes to each other, because we've been pointing it at the men for a long time. Daisy's being dismissive. Lady Sapphire is turning up, getting turned up, doing one of these. Poor Joseline, all she wants to do is talk about the damn cabaret. Like, can we just stick to the damn cabaret? Like, I get it. Y'all are walking, y'all are talking, colorism, fighting. But the damn cabaret, y'all. We talking about the damn cabaret. Stick to the cabaret. Oh, that shit was funny though. Then she goes, since you mentioned it, Sapphire, you manly as fuck. Why are you so boyish? And she's like, yeah, I be turned, yeah, I be turned up, yeah, you know what I'm saying? She was funny. You know what I'm saying? I see how you doing, Yo, that was funny. So then Daisy takes her moment to introduce herself. And Joseline was at Daisy's apartment earlier in the day, told her, Daisy, you my bottom bitch. Commentary video, I mentioned what bottom bitch was. Daisy proceeds to take her moment to introduce herself as the bottom bitch of the group. And she's here to help. She's coming to the rescue of the basic bitches. No basic bitches in this group. And that's that. Joseline's Cabaret, no basic bitches allowed. I mean, that's what she said. I'm just translating. So I'm gonna scurry on this little part. Joseline bounces. They all start picking on Daisy. Not even really start picking on Daisy, but kind of saying, oh, so Daisy, tell us the story of how you even got to be the bottom bitch. Tell us the story. That's when Lucky goes, hey, Sapphire, Daisy just called you a man. She called you manly. Sapphire's like, oh, I don't give a shit about that. That's some petty ass shit. You know, what. And basically Daisy's like, no, I'm trying to like level y'all up. Daisy and all of a sudden Jay get into it. And Jay ends up saying, well, you know what? You pick up once, I pick up my money off the dresser. She keeps blowing my mind, that one. The way she keeps saying things, such big things, such huge things, in such little compartmentalized states. And she hands it to us, tiny packet. So then they're going back and forth. I mean, Daisy's being so harsh. Like, Daisy is just going off. You're a back page hoe, pay $40. Who want to pay $50 for you? Who want to pay $50 for you? Jay's like, oh, don't worry about me. I make my money. Any way I can. Trigger word, bullying. But on God, like, they were definitely like picking on Jay, like calling her a back page hoe, like making fun of the way she dressed, the way she looked. I felt like there was colorism in there. Here was Daisy talking about Jay as if Daisy was different from Jay. And it was just a superiority complex. Let's just call it that. Superiority complex. Because she was the bottom bitch after all. And never mind that these ladies didn't know her at all. Never mind that she was coming at them in such a negative way and speaking down to them. She felt as though they should listen because she's here to help. But anyway, Daisy is talking about personal stuff like evictions and back page, old heads. It rubbed me the wrong way all the way. Daisy felt like she was better than Jay. This shit is so familiar and is so common in the Black community. It's such a common thing to have situations just like this. Change positions, change. I'm lucky, like, stepped up for her girl, and she was just protecting Jay as well and saying, don't touch her, don't push her, because it was kind of physical. Anyway, they ended up fighting, and that was that. Joseline walked back into the locker room right before they started fighting, and they ended up fighting, and a bunch of security came, and that's the end of episode 1. This felt like a long video. Oh well.